Hi, welcome. Good to see you still. Wake up early again, right? All right. What I was drinking was this one here is lemon, turmeric, ginger, and some honey. So what you do is you put a lemon, ginger, and turmeric. You boil them for a couple of minutes. Just let the uh, let the flavor and everything comes out, and add some honey at the end, and you drink it, and it helps with inflammation and also sometimes extra vitamin C. Okay, so yes, at one point or another, it happens. Our lives get busy here, there, working, family, helping others. Even sometimes we are so busy that we do not get a break, and what happens is that's when burnout occurs. We'll find out more after this message. Yeah, still said looks like you were talking. Yes, I was kind of like practicing, but I was actually talking. But during the intro or the countdown, it says you know it's muted because sometimes it's set up that way so that sometimes when I speak or somebody I need to talk to someone, it's just the sound don't go in. Okay, all right. So welcome back to Stress Out Stress Free. If we haven't met, my name is Vincent Woon, where I help people like you stay stress free by changing one habit at a time. And also, if you are new here, just click new or just put new in the chat. Even though if you are watching after this live, but put new in the chat so we can properly welcome you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and hit the notification button so that when we live, you will get notified. Okay. All right. Our topic today is okay. Good. Let me see. Our topic today is burnout. So let's see. What is burnout? Burnout is an exhaustion caused by constant being swamped with work, extra work. Usually, it's job related, and also with the prolonged and emotional and physical mental stress. So that's you know all the exhaustion. All right, and it burnout happens when you are overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and unable to keep up with your life demand. And burnout can also affect you physically and mental health. And if you don't recognize it or don't recognize it, then you find out or you don't treat it, it's gonna create more, give you more problem. Okay, and burnout also keeps you from being productive and reduce your energy. You may feel more hopeless sometimes and cynical and also sometimes resentful. So, at work, if you feel like people are resentful or maybe, you know, they mistreat you or something, they might be on the verge of burnout. Okay. It also can hurt your home, your work, and social life. So, let's go to the reasons of burnout. Oops, too fast. All right. What are the reasons that cause burnout? Unmanageable workloads. You know, being agree to what you want to work, but then some companies they keep giving more and more and more and more work, but less pay, right? How can you? Anyone can relate it? Hands up, hands up. All right. Okay. And unfair treatment at work. So, you know, your sometimes maybe you might be there's an office bully, and then or sometimes your boss micromanage you. They keep looking over you. Every little thing you do, they say something or they criticize or something, and that contribute to a lot of stress, right? So also sometimes unclear work responsibilities. Like what do I mean? Like sometimes your supervisor might say something, this is how you do it, but then your boss say no, do it another way. So sometimes it's unclear what you have to do, and it's unclear what you have to do, and sometimes it just creates stress, right? So, and also lack of communication and support from the managers. Yeah, you know, sometimes, as I said earlier, they the manager says something, the boss says something, or and then they might disagree, but they don't support you. So it's also communication is a big problem at work sometimes, and that creates all this politics and stuff. Work life imbalances. So what it takes sometimes it takes too much time at work and no time with your family and friends. Okay, let's look at type of burnouts. What are the type of burnouts? You don't know there's different types of burnout, right? So basically we're going to deal with these three burnouts. Okay, number one is overload burnout. So what is overload burnout? You try to work harder and harder and to be successful, and you're willing to risk your health and your personal life and just to feel successful. That's overload burnout. And sometimes you feel under challenge, but there's under challenge burnout. So under challenge burnout is you feel unappreciated. You're bored with your job because you have potential, but there's no growth in the position. So eventually you might distance yourself from your job, and sometimes be cynical and try to avoid responsibility. You know, and neglect burnout. But neglect burnout, you make excuse me. Neglect burnout makes you feel helpless. You know, and if that things are not going right, you kind of like, is it me? Is it something I do wrong? Or uh, you doubt your skills and talents, and sometimes even your accomplishment. You know, so what are the signs of burnout? Okay, burnout doesn't happen like right now, right, immediately. It gradually proceed, and slowly you have to be aware of the signs and symptoms. So, what are the signs and symptoms? Number one is exhaustion. You might feel that you feel drained and unable to deal with stuff and problem, even professionally or personally, and you may experience tiredness, low feeling, you know, leaving you without energy. And sometimes there's symptoms that shows that uh, you have physical pain, pain in the stomach, or even bowel problem. Okay, not that every bowel problem is burnout, but it's a sign. So just make sure you know be aware of it. Yeah. Alienation from activities. So look out for excuse me signs of cynicism or frustration towards work and your colleague. So as you might start slowly distancing emotionally, and then you're feeling numb, and then about your work and your environment. So and reduce performance. This occurs even at work or at home when you're caring for your members, and because you have no more energy left, and burnout make it hard to concentrate and handle your response excuse me, your responsibility, and also be creative. Okay, so let's see how to deal with burnout. How do you deal with burnout? You know, as I said earlier, burnout builds over time, and it causes by stress and sometimes other part of your life, and making it difficult for your job and other responsibilities. And to identify burnout, you can avoid breakdown, right? So let's go to dealing with it. How do you deal with it? Number one, evaluate your options. Discuss your concern with your supervisor. Say, hey, there's so much I can do. What do you want now? What must be done now? And what can wait? So that way, you have a clear mind as to what needs to be done, instead of like doing a little of this, a little of that, a little of everything, and then you can get the work done, right? So the next thing will be, it's my favorite. Try a relaxing activities. So relaxing activity could be, uh, yoga, meditation, or Tai Chi. And nowadays, Qigong is pretty well known, and it's an up and coming thing. So, all right, and get some exercise. Regular exercise activities, can help you do better with stress. And the number one thing is help you take off work off your mind. Take your mind off work. All right, and then you find support. Support is always good. You can find support with trusted co-worker, family members. Share with them and see how, and go get help. If you think you don't have support from your friends or colleague, just find a therapist that can help and go get support. Okay. And one of my favorite, get some sleep. I know. A lot of us don't get enough sleep, and we think like, I'm young now, we don't have to sleep. But then that will affect you physically. Okay. And basically, sleep is important, and it helps your well-being. Okay, and protects your health too. Okay, and last but not least is get moving. At least get moving. At least, let me see. Okay, last but not least is get moving, because exercise is proven to have multitude benefits on your body, and not only give you excuse me, not only helps you physically, but it also improve your sleep quality and also mental health as well. So basically, you exercise, you move. The more you move, you create circulation in the body, so you kind of like bring oxygen all over the body, and it helps your body in general. Okay, and also helps take the stress away. All right. Well, that's all we have for this segment here. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like this video or know somebody can benefit from it, always share with them, and let me know what other videos you would like me to do in the comment below. And don't forget to subscribe, and that's the only way we can grow. Subscribe and share and like. That's the only way we grow. Okay. And if you want to support me, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Vincent Woon, and you will see buy me a sushi there because I love sushi. But the goal is to help the channel and let me get more equipment so that I can do more. So I can do more videos. And help you stay stress free. Okay. And last but not least, stay stress free by changing one habit at a time. And I see you in the next video. Take care.